I came to the conclusion a while ago that Ice Spice is just probably a bad person. She's probably just a mean girl. But the mean girl accusations were sort of swirling, but it never really stick. That's until today. Because the mean girl accusations are finally having some very serious ramifications with Ice Spice's public reputation. We got the first signs a couple of months ago that this all-American, sweetheart, cutie pie, good girl persona was all an act when her ex-best friend Stormy pretty much exposed Ice Spice for talking bad about everybody behind their back, dissing Nicki Minaj, dissing fat people, talking about Shea Butter Twitter and black women. Essentially, she like crossed off every bad character flaw on the list that somebody could have. Fatphobic, colorist, right? Backstabber, cheater, everything. But the story of her best friend Storm being an absolute sociopath and psychotic sort of overshadowed all the receipts she dropped on Ice Spice, and Ice Spice sort of like escaped by that particular scandal. Now, Nicki Minaj, apparently seen it, and she cut all ties off with Ice Spice and followed her. So Ice Spice burnt those bridges. But, in terms of her fans and her audience, bro, nobody really put too much stock into receipts that Storm released because Storm was an absolute sociopath and psychotic. However, one of her other friends, right, Cleo has released some more receipts on Ice Spice today, and she's not psychotic. So now her allegations is sticking to Ice Spice a little more and is having some serious ramifications. Ice Spice is losing thousands of IG followers. Now, she already lost like 540,000 followers over the last couple of days, all right? But people right now are on Twitter in an uproar about how horrible of a person Ice Spice is. Cleo took to TikTok to do a story time to explain how she just got off tour with Ice Spice. And Ice Spice treated her terribly, took her through Guantanamo Bay-esque torture treatments while on tour, man.
This video isn't to bash anyone. This is for me to speak on my experience and what I went through.
Now, I got really excited when I first heard that because the one thing we know is the best exposed videos, the best bash sessions always start with, this video isn't a bash anybody, bruh. That right there is the first tell-off sign, man. That's exactly what this video is about to do. The beginning of this video almost lost me, but I'm glad I stayed around, right? Because this was some amazing tea. Pause. Right? Why is a grown man saying tea? Pause. All right, but it was some amazing gossip, all right? An amazing exposed piece. Because, I almost got annoyed and clicked off when Cleo started off, not really saying any names, but she started off with some people are intimidated about a strong black woman. I'm like, all right, come on, man. Bro, we can't start off with the most cliche disses, man. You got to get into the heat.
Nobody should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity. It does not matter. It does not give a door, an open way for somebody to try to humiliate you or try to make you feel less than. And I feel as though being such a confident black woman.
Nah, Ice Spice has to be the ginger Lord Voldemort because everybody she gets into it with or she does dirty, their first appearance on camera, they're usually having a mental breakdown, a psychosis, right? They're usually crying in tears, right? While reminiscing about the agony that Ice Spice put them through, bro. This is surely evil. But eventually, man, she starts to name Ice Spice by name.
I'm just going to tell the story because you guys deserve to know. You guys deserve to know why we are not friends anymore because a lot of y'all loved us being together. You guys do deserve to know why we're not friends. Y'all do deserve to know who y'all are so obsessed with. Y'all love her so much. Y'all deserve to know who that girl is as an actual human being. So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage. I was like, oh, wait. Okay. Like, I guess this girl, in my head, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake got exposed like a month ago. Like she's really trying to like, be a actual friend because that is weird as fuck.
So Cleo always had it in her mind that maybe Ice Spice was having her around because Ice Spice sort of liked the look of having a dark-skinned best friend when people have been accusing her of being colorist, right? So when Baby Storm revealed messages where essentially Ice Spice was telling Storm to show up so she wouldn't have to hang out with Cleo alone, because she don't like Cleo, you know, that got released, right? And you can see how awkward that would be, right? So pretty much Cleo's like, listen, you are probably only inviting me on tour because you want to do damage control over those messages being leaked. But okay, I'm going to come. It doesn't matter. Now, Cleo will also say that she confronted Ice Spice about being fake behind her back. And Ice Spice will give her reasoning for why she was fake behind Cleo's back. And the reasoning was no other than an interview that I did with Cleo where I asked Cleo about Ice Spice being half Nigerian. And Cleo was doubtful about Ice Spice being Nigerian and Ice Spice claiming that she was Nigerian. So apparently that right there is what caused the rift between Cleo and Ice Spice. Word. Ice Spice is also Nigerian.
I didn't know. I seen her tweet though, but I didn't know.
Really? How close are y'all?
She never told me that though.
Really?
I was kind of confused too when she tweeted that. I'm like, did she tell me?
She's half.
She told me her best friend was. I remember when I was talking about me being Nigerian. She was like, yeah, my best friend's Nigerian. But I mean, if she's Nigerian, then period. And I checked her about that. And even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, girl, I met you a month before that video. I didn't even know you was Nigerian. So that was kind of weird to me too, that she was upset at me for not knowing if she was Nigerian. And she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. Am I your PR? Am I supposed to be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black?
There's also another scandal that exposes a severe character flaw in Ice Spice regarding her black identity, but we're gonna get to that at a later time in this video. But for now, let's hear Cleo tell us about her experience while on tour with Ice Spice.
I'm just like, okay. When the tour thing came out, I'm like, oh, she's actually trying to like give me something now. Like, okay. She's trying to make it up. She's trying to be an actual good friend. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or like, and she was tagged in it. Online says the show starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself.
It's at this point in the story, a lot of us will start to look around like, Cleo is starting to sound a tad bit ungrateful. Now, tagging a friend and they not liking or commenting, or your name not being on the flyer, okay, all right. Again, it's all petty stuff, right? But what's really sort of had the ungrateful-esque taste to it was when Cleo started to complain about the time she was going on to perform. All right, a lot of us will say, listen, bro, you're getting a really good look because you're Ice Spice friend, right? You are performing because you're Ice Spice friend. So you complaining about the time you get to perform is kind of ungrateful, all right?
July 30 something and we going on tour August 1st. Like, girl, like literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me. So I was like, okay, everything is handled. I'm just going to go. I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to make the absolute best out of it. I don't have no dances or nothing. I'm just going to go out there and do what I can do. Anyways, let's go into how the tour went. So, first couple of days was cute. We went to Philly, and this is when things go left now. Yeah, we're in a hotel room. We're not sure if we're going to, like, bring our bags to the venue. Because I guess, like, we were going to come back to the hotel. But she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might need don't leave your bags at the hotel. You might need something in it. I put my bag next to her 10 bags and the big black dresser. And yeah, I'm thinking everything is going to be moved back into the truck and we could, leave, go back to the hotel. I turned around and my bag is still there. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? Like, I'm like, I asked the security, I'm like, can you take my bag? He said no. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? But I feel like she could have simply said to the security, like, take Cleo's bag. Don't forget Cleo's bag. But I got a sense that she just wanted me to struggle.
One can probably assume that if security is refusing to take somebody's bag, then it's more than likely Ice Spice call why that security didn't take her bag. But nonetheless, though, that's unknown, right? But Cleo did want to ask her, you know, like I found that kind of bizarre that the security refused to take my bag down, and I had to take my bag all the way down in the rain, multiple trips, while fans is hounding me to take a picture, and I'm holding bags looking like a help. It's embarrassing, right? So, she asked Ice Spice about this when they got back to the hotel. When they were about to take a shower, she asked Ice Spice, like, what's up with that? Like, why do you think your security didn't take my bags?
So I went to the bathroom, I'm taking my makeup off, and I'm like, yo, you asked me to, like, take my bag. I mean, not you asked me. I'm like, yo, you told me to take my bags with me to the venue. You said that it was smart for me to take my bags and the reason why. And you even told me to tell your security to bring the bags upstairs. So why would it be a problem for him to bring the bags back to the car? And she goes, that's my security. He works for me. If he feels like he's doing more work, he's gonna want to get paid more. So I'm like, how much does he want to get paid more? Because if I'm gonna be with her this whole tour, I will pay him more. I'll pay him more to carry my bags. I don't want to be carrying my bags. I don't. Like, y'all seen all the fans seeing me carry my bags? That was crazy to me. So I'm like, all right, we got to figure this out. So, like, how much you want to get paid more? He's like, he gets paid a flat rate. I'm like, is this girl serious? She said it like she had no idea what flat rate meant. If he gets paid a flat rate, that means that he'll move a house for you. He's getting paid to work for you. He got paid to work for you. He's moving anything you tell him to move. He's moving anything that you tell him to move.
Ice Spice's reasoning for the bag didn't really make sense to me particularly, because Ice Spice had about 10 bags. Cleo had about 1 or 2 bags with her. So telling the security guard to take the extra bag or two isn't about to, like, surcharge you his rates, all right? Like, he's not about to say, okay, throw out these flat rates, give me this percent more because I have to carry an extra bag or two, right? Like, it's absurd and it's insane. But also, too, though, right? And then this is where, like, the friendship comes into play. Because if they weren't friends, if Cleo was just another artist, then, Ice Spice would have no obligation to be nice to her, kind to her, or take care of her, right? But if that's your friend, somebody who you consider your best friend, then having your security carry a bag or two, right, would be the considerate thing to do.
So I'm like, girl, I was carrying them bags out. Like, the fans was all in my face. She started making it seem like she understand, like, oh, yeah, that's crazy, da-da-da. But then she goes back to being weird, and she's just like, he can't leave my side. Like, he can't leave me. That's why. Like, girl, what you mean he can't leave you? So now I catch her again. She's just weird. I'm just like, what you mean he can't leave you? We was up there waiting for him to bring all your bags. He left you several times to bring your bags to the car. He left you a lot of times already. She's like, oh, why would I wait for him to bring your bags to the car? I'm like, the conversation was done after that. It was done. I said, okay, I know the type of girl that I'm dealing with. She's very selfish.
She's under no obligation to share her security guard. But if that's your friend, that's the friendly thing to do. But that response right there, like, sort of put into perspective exactly how Ice Spice thinks of Cleo. All right, Cleo's coming on thinking, yo, we friends, we best friends, we about to live it up on tour. Ice Spice's like, nah, yo, you the help. All right, yo, you just here for the good look. Now, the one thing about narcissists and egomaniacs is, they take things incredibly personal, right? Like they are vengeful, right? They take things bro, they're incredibly petty. If you confront an egomaniac and a narcissist about something, they're gonna hold it against you. And that's apparently what Ice Spice did, according to Cleo. So according to Cleo, because of that particular moment right there, Ice Spice went out of her way to mistreat her the entire tour.
Now, what I didn't know, which I later learned after bringing up everything I went through to her, I learned that this situation where I said something about my bags was the reason why I got mistreated the entire tour after that. And I had no idea that she was so tight at me for saying something, because she's the type of person who doesn't like to be said. She doesn't want anything said to her. She feels too big. She feels too highly. She's on her high horse. Nobody can say nothing to her.
When she says mistreatment, here's what she's referring to. So her and Ice Spice apparently is supposed to share like a room backstage or at the venues to get dressed, do makeup, etc., because Ice Spice promised her that she's gonna be with her, and she don't have to worry about nothing. So, she left her Teflon bag in the room by the couch, and, after she got off stage, she came back and her Teflon bag was outside the door, accessible to anybody publicly just walking by. And apparently, because Ice Spice threw her bag out the out the room, somebody apparently stole her debit card and used $700, to shop at an online boutique.
Now, I put my bag, literally a tote, on the side of her couch, and she knows it's mine because she knows that's my bag. I put it on the side of the couch. Her mom and her little sister came in the room, so everybody got out the room. Like an hour goes by. I go downstairs. I walk past the room. I see my bag, my Telfar bag, outside of her door, and I'm just like, wait, why would they kick this little bag out? This little bag was on the side of the couch. Why would it need to be kicked out the room? But it's crazy now, a few days later, and I'm not accusing anybody of nothing. It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could have been somebody that walked past the door and seen a bag in the front of Ice's door. My card was used. $700 and something was used at one of those designer retail websites like Essence or something. I was so gagged. I was just like, what? But of course, called my bank, got my money back. I didn't even make it a thing.
Another example of being mistreated was Ice Spice would tell Cleo that she had Cleo, everything is good, she's going to take care of everything. However, after being confronted, all that changed, right? Specifically one day, they got off, the tour bus, they got to the hotel, and they were all in the elevator going up to a particular hotel room. Ice Spice never told Cleo, that she had to get her own room, but in front of everybody, she tells Cleo, oh, you're not going to get your own room? And Cleo's like, why not tell me this beforehand, right? Why wait until we're already at the hotel? Y'all got your rooms. You didn't book nothing for me. So you don't got me. So the arrangement we made is now thrown out the window because I confronted you about something.
So when she got out the back room on the bus, we came out together. It was her, Riot, me, and the security were walking towards the elevator. We go inside the elevator. And this is something that she could have texted me, because she texted me when she said that he was coming on the bus and for me to take a bunk on the bus. So she goes, in the elevator, you're not going to get your own room? I was like, what? I didn't know I was getting my own room. I was mad confused. I'm like, oh, that's what I was trying to understand. And I stopped the elevator door from opening. Girl, why you can't say nothing to nobody? Why do you always try to give an embarrassment kind of vibe? It's not even embarrassing, but it's that's the vibe that you make it seem like you try to give all the time. Girl, you could have texted me that. Cleo, make sure you get your own room. This is the hotel we staying at. Damn, why we gotta get to the hotel and you telling me you're not gonna get your own room? I could have had the room booked already before we got here, boo. But on top of that, I didn't even know that I was paying for hotel rooms, because they're staying at five-star hotel rooms every place. Her label's covering everything. Label. Everything's covered. You know what I'm saying? I'm an independent artist. Why would I come on this tour knowing that I had one day to prepare? Now I'm going to have to pay for 5-star hotels in every city. This is not something that I signed up for. This is not something that I was prepared for. This is not something that I told my label about. Maybe they could have, not even maybe, they would have helped me. But you gave me one single day to prepare for a tour that you knew about months ago.
Oh, but it gets worse and pettier, right? because at this point, Ice Spice isn't including Cleo in the budget anymore because, she's sick of Cleo, right? Cleo confronted her. She's upset. She's seeing red. She wants nothing to do with Cleo anymore. So outside of not getting Cleo her own room or a room with Ice, Ice decides that Cleo can't even get no food from them, right? Because when everybody was ordering food, who, is on the tour bus who comes with Ice, they tell Cleo, you're not a part of the budget. You can't get no chicken sandwich.
Now moving forward, this is when it starts to really feel like mistreatment and just weird stuff. So the hairstylist shows me like a menu and stuff. She's like, oh, production and whatever, they're gonna order food for everybody, pick what you want. I was like, okay, I'll get a chicken salad just like you. Like, I'll just get a chicken salad. Then she shows me like a message where somebody from production is like, Cleo is not a part of the budget. So I'm just like, how am I not a part of the budget but y'all invited me on tour? Like, who and why didn't they tell you?
Don't a chicken salad cost like $7? That right there just proved this was all about being petty. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about going over a production budget, because $7 ain't tipping no skill, bro. All right? This was about Ice Spice like thumbing her nose at Cleo like, hey, you got outside of your bridges thinking you could check me about something, about some bags. So I'm not doing nothing for you. All right. And it's even worse because, if Ice Spice would have just told Cleo from the beginning, hey, listen, when you come on this tour, right, you're going to have to do your own thing. You're going to have to take care of yourself. I'm giving you the opportunity to do you. But when you tell her, oh, come on tour, please come on tour, for, I guess, like, some type of a PR stunt, to make yourself look better because you were publicly bashing and being a mean girl to Cleo behind her back. That got released. The public now starting to think you a snake. So you bring Cleo on so people can think, you're not a snake and you guys are cool again. So you promise her all these things. And then, after the first, I guess, check-in, or the first fight, or not even a fight, bro, right? Or her just expressing her displeasures, now you are going out of your way to make her life on tour as miserable as possible.
And why didn't they tell you that make sure Cleo's good? Make sure Cleo's good. Cleo is a part of the budget. Make sure Cleo's good. The same way you told me that I was going to be good, why is your production saying that I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Chicken salad? I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Y'all could have bought that chicken salad and literally got the money from my manager or me. But y'all wanted to show me so bad that I can't get nothing and that nobody is here for me that I couldn't even get a chicken salad. I gagged.
But it gets worse. It looks like the war criminal punishments weren't over yet. Apparently, Ice Spice and the team, they was driving through between the borders of Texas and Mexico, right? So in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, right, where there's no Ubers, no nothing. There's a couple of restaurants, but they're far out. So they drove everybody in the middle of nowhere. They were staying at a Best Western. And apparently, Ice Spice went out of her way to make sure that Cleo was starving with no transportation to go get food while they snuck out and got some food.
Now we're in Texas. We're in between Texas and Mexico. What do you guys think of when y'all think Texas, between Texas and Mexico? Desert. Tumbleweeds, nothing for miles. No Uber Eats, no Uber 2 Eats, and there's nothing. Went downstairs, and I seen her in the lobby, and her and some other boy, one of Ice's friends, is just standing there, with a basketball. I'm like, oh, what y'all just did? Oh, we was playing basketball, whatever. Nobody said anything about eating. Nobody. I'm like, me and the hairstylists keep talking about food. We like, oh damn, we mad hungry. Like, we mad hungry, just at McDonald's. Or nobody said anything about food while me and her are talking about how hungry we are. Now we go to the tour bus, and we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, can somebody come with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We fake want a man with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, word, there's a desert, it's scary. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate. Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse. Everybody went to a steakhouse and left me, the hairstylist, and the makeup artist. Everybody went to go get a bite. Steak, mash, cream corn, spinach. And we didn't have anything. We didn't eat at all. We're trying to figure out how to get a McDonald's. And y'all all ate already? Nobody mentioned it. You know why nobody mentioned it? Because it was a secret. It was a secret and I gagged. One of the things that I have to charge to the game, I guess. I'm like, what? They said, don't say anything. We don't want to make it a problem. All right, I'm not going to say anything.
If you're from down south, or if you're a foreigner, man, African, Indian, etc., bro, then you just understand, man, like hospitality and eating, man. It's just something humane about it. And I can't imagine being stranded in the desert, being stranded in the middle of nowhere with me and my friends, knowing they got no transportation to go get food, and then I secretly like sneak out and leave them with no transportation so I could go grab food with me and like my select group. We eat like steak and we have a good old time, and then I tell everybody, yo, don't tell them, yo, we already ate. Yo, that's just like, it's bogus. And people felt it was bogus as well, because people took to social media to let it be known how bogus they thought it was. Ice Spice is a troll op. Why would you treat your friend like that? And the response she had only makes me believe Cleo even more. Ice Spice is a definition of know what someone is your real friend before you start overplaying your part and overstaying your welcome. Yo, people is really turning against Ice Spice right now, right? Yo, Ice Spice downfall is breaking my heart. The Ice Spice and Cleo situation is so weird to me. I don't know. I hate that Nikki even worked with Ice Spice. She knew that girl was yo, Ice Spice is mean as hell. F Ice Spice entire effing team. Ice Spice is one of those girls you can't get too close with. So Ice Spice went from being this super nice, adorable girl to now being a mean girl of hip hop. All right, Ice Spice. I judge everybody who like Ice Spice. Yo, it keeps going. So Ice Spice decided that she was going to speak up for herself and defend her reputation, but it only made things worse. So here's what Ice Spice had to say about Cleo's story.
Nah, that's that shit, bro, but that's all I could do, y'all. All I could do is sigh about it, because it's just like, what can you do, bro? It's like, damn. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro.
Yo, literal brain rot. Like she's speaking, eating emotes, crash out and they going on rants. About the 100 of them bands. Yo, it's like it's like, yo, she's speaking, eating emotes and a rap quotes. Yo, this is not a real person. Yo, Ice Spice is an NPC.
Like we was at the movie theaters. We was siphon. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my pussy one time?
Ice Spice needs a PR team. Her public reputation is going down the drain. Like, fast. Yo, her response to Cleo's entire video is by calling Cleo fat, right? Calling her a vacuum, how she ate up all the food one time at an Italian restaurant. What does that have to do with the incident at the desert? Yo, it's insane, man. All right. Now, Ice Spice didn't just stop at the Twitter spaces. She even took to her timeline to further troll Cleo, which was one of the dumbest things she could do. She's trolling Cleo, and based on her trolling, everybody is taking this as her confirming that everything Cleo said was right. What should I do for dinner? Steakhouse or chicken salad? And then it continues, says, on my flight, Boris. So let's play Would You Rather. Would you rather be a mean, bad B? So she's confirming that she's a mean girl. Or be a stupid bum B. She's calling Cleo stupid and a bum. So, like, she honestly thinks this is how she's going to win over the public. And I don't even understand why she would be so dumb. To post this. Yo, you're in the middle of a crisis where people are literally, like, disliking you. Right? Yo, and it's not even like a dislike where, yo, like, I'm disliking you, but, like, it's like a good love, hate. No, they're just disliking you. And that's going to affect how they listen to your music. So like you're in the middle of that crisis and you're choosing to be as dislikable as possible. It's insane. Ice Spice needs to get it together. Her career is going down the drain pretty fast, right? Yo, think about it. How the top 3 rappers in the game, right? Top 3 female rappers, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Lotto, they all don't like Ice Spice. She burned bridges with every one of them. Her Spotify monthly listeners have plummeted from 40 million to about 15 right now, and it keeps going down. And like the only reason why it was at 40 million we know is because she had the record with Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, and oh my god, Prince, bro, I forgot the Boys Are Liars Part 2. All right, Pink Pantheress, right? She had the record with Pink Pantheress, and that was pushing it. So right now we're starting to see exactly where Ice Spice celebrity really is, instead of the enhanced, over-exaggerated celebrity that we thought it was a few months ago or last year. Y'all let me know in the comment section, but whose side are you guys on in this situation, all right? If you're still watching, click on this video somewhere on my screen to find out why Tony Yayo is quitting Vlad TV. You don't want to miss this particular reason. I'm see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.